28. I'm at 26,000 words. Obviously, I'm not going to write 25,000 words in just a couple days. But like weirdly, I think I'm further than I thought I was going to be with this project. The total words in this project is just under 122, which is just over halfway, I would guess. And I feel good about where I've been going, even though I haven't gotten as many words as I wanted. Obviously, I wanted to try to hit that 50,000 words, but being slightly over halfway is actually more than I expected to get, even though I wanted to try for something bigger, just with everything, you know, kind of sleep regression, dealing with her. She's learning how to crawl, and we've just been, you know, having a lot of trouble with sleep lately, and being able to still get those words and progress this story has been a relief to me. But also, you know, I've kind of realized and or accepted, I guess maybe more accepted, that I'm not going to be in the same, you know, it's not going to be the same me writing as, you know, before. Like, I can't just sit down and write 3,000 words a day. It's a little bit more difficult when I have more things to do. And I think just kind of finally accepting that I'm not going to be writing at the same speed that I was, and that's okay. And it does suck. I'm sorry for all of my readers who have to wait a little bit longer for this book to be finished, but it's the same quality. It's just taking me a little bit longer to get those words down, just because I get interrupted all the time. But the story is still really good. And the other thing too, when it comes to writing a sequel, it's, you know, you still have to wrap up a lot of storylines. This isn't the last book in the series, but you still have to, you know, kind of make sure that any stories that you've opened from the previous book are either wrapped up in this or progressed in this, so that people don't forget about it. And so making sure that I've gone through and hit all of those notes from the previous books, drawn, you know, attention back to the right scenes, and reminded the readers of what happened in the first book without losing them completely, and being, you know, a total just repeat of what had happened. And so being able to allude to that and everything does take a little bit more research. So I will say that I believe that even if you have the second book down, to get it to the right quality, you do have to kind of do a little bit more research maybe than you did in the first book. And that's been a lot of fun, because I get to go back and relive those books, but it's also, you know, it's a little bit of a challenge, because I'm like, okay, I know exactly where this is in the previous book because I know them so well, but being able to find it and then being able to translate it into, you know, the how I want it to work in this second book. And so it's been a lot of fun. I've written, you know, the other day in writing group, I ended up in an hour, wrote about 1,300 words, which is absolutely insane. I haven't done that in a very long time, and everybody commented, "Oh, you must have been writing a fight scene," because fight scenes come fairly easy to me when it when it comes to action, and they were correct. I was writing a fight scene, but it's really fun, just to be able to kind of get back with my characters and see them kind of evolve from that first book, and see what they're going to do and how they're going to react to the drama that I'm putting them through, and the action and the fights and everything. So it's been a lot of fun, and we'll see what I finish with. But as of the 28th, I'm only halfway, 26,000 words with Nano. I'm maybe going to shoot for like 28. I think 28 is a reasonable finish for Nano, but we'll see what happens. Nano is over 27,000 words. It's obviously a lot lower than I, you know, have done in the past. It's a lot less than I expected, but it's also more that I've written in several months since having baby. And I think I explained this in the last video. In the past, I would have been super bummed about that, But the thing is, I wrote 27,000 words on a project that I didn't have before. And I think that finding that win and being excited about something like that again is kind of good for me, and just getting back into the swing of things. I think a lot of people get caught up in, well, you have to write, a full novel. It has to be 50,000 words to win or anything. But honestly, one word is more than you had yesterday. And so I think that anybody who participated, anybody who tried to challenge themselves and sat down and wrote, whether it was good or bad, whether the words are going to make it in your final draft, or whether you're going to toss the draft at all, whatever it is you're going to do with that, any sort of words are progress. And so I think that's just a really wonderful thing. And the really cool thing about November is, whether you write 50,000 words or not, whether when you are participating in this community, it's just something else. And I think that's really special of the writing community in general, is how much we come together and support one another during this month, whether, you hit that 50,000 or not. It's really cool to see the entire community kind of rally around a single goal, and just kind of encouraging people to write. I think that in the end, that is the goal, is to get somebody sitting down and writing and putting on a page, words that you've had in your head, or ideas that you've had in your head for a while. And if you sat down, if you took this challenge at all, I think you're a winner. If you have decided that, Nano isn't for you, but you're still going to write a book, congratulations, that's awesome for you as well. Basically, any sort of achievement that you've gone for, or any sort of, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do this, I'm going to write, any word count is a winner in my book. And so that is all I've got for you guys for this writing vlog. Thanks for hanging out with me for 4 weeks. I hope you guys have a wonderful December and a happy new year.